It's a Real Radio, a brand new week, Monday night, and a brand new year as well. I've got fresh new music for you as well. The lady who's with us tonight, it's Clare Maguire. How are you?
Hello.
Nice to have you with us.
Yes, very nice to be here.
Fresh from upstairs, you're not only the first Real Radio evening show guest of 2011, you're also the first person to do the band in the boardroom upstairs as well. How was that for you?
Good, yes, brilliant. Love it, and I love being here.
Today I feel the mood, and I don't feel like talking, oh, I wasn't ready to lose you. You're the first man to move me, yeah.
So just introduce people to the two guys either side of you upstairs when they watch the video. You're incredible beatbox man.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to, when I was doing the acoustic, I wanted to sort of mix it up a little bit with the genres and stuff and make it quite exciting. And I love beatboxers. I just think that whole thing of being able to do everything just by yourself is incredible. And yeah, he's called MC Zany, and he's brilliant. And my guitarist Luke. So hope you like it.
Yeah, it's well worth watching just for that as well. As well as your
brilliant.
lovely voice. But...
Yeah, I first started really liking it when I went on tour with Plan B, and he had Fade SFX with him, and I've done some stuff with him as well, and it's brilliant.
Does he have his own microphone? I guess it gets a bit kind of spitty.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that they have to have certain ones to make the sounds right or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So what about this moment for you at the moment? Because you're obviously being billed everywhere as the next big thing for 2011. You're on the Sound of 2011 list. MTV have got you as the next big thing. It must just be a bit of a dream and a whirlwind at the moment.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Like, it's really exciting to have people sort of really believing in what you're doing, and because they've heard some of my record and they like it. But I think at the same time you have to just focus on what you're doing and not think about it too much, you know what I mean, and just get on with every day that comes, sort of thing.
Is there extra pressure because you are on all these lists and people are saying you are the next big thing?
No, I don't think so. I think if you let it, phase you, then it's just not going to be good for like your work sort of thing. So I just try and concentrate and keep writing songs and trying to get it better. I think it just makes me want to improve actually, rather than scares me, I guess
that the Sound of 2011 is the big one. They very rarely get it wrong, do they, with people like Adele and Duffy and even some of the runners-up, like, in the top 5 like yourself, like the Kaiser Chiefs.
Yeah, the year Lady Gaga came out, she was number 6. So
she's done all right, hasn't she?
She's done all right, hasn't she? Yeah.
So when do you find out that you're on that list?
Well, I knew I was on the long list, which is the 15, which was amazing because I love like Wretch 3-2 that was on there, and J. Paul and Jessie J and everything. But then I found out that I was number 5 when I got the call from Zane Lowe. And, I think that you're supposed to be told before, but I wasn't. So I just got the call.
It was a big
and I was
shock.
in Birmingham, and yeah, it was a massive shock.
Wow. So tell us about the single, which we're going to play in a minute. It's The Last Dance is called.
Yeah, The Last Dance. This is the first proper single from my album called Light After Dark. And I love this song, and I love the video as well. You should go online and check that on YouTube. It means a lot to me, sort of thing, this song does. So.
Have you done the whole Last Dance thing recently?
What do you mean?
Well, kind of last dance at a disco or wedding
Last
kind of
dance
thing.
at disco. Well, I'm not much of it. I need to have a few beverages before I get up and, disco dance. But I'm sure I have, but I probably just don't remember it.
I was going to ask you, apart from your own then, what would be your last dance tune then? Is there one that you would, maybe a bit of Lady in Red, Christopher, something like that? No, maybe not.
I don't know. I always think that a really good wedding song would be 99 Problems. That'd be quite fun.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So what you've done there. So people have maybe seen you on tour with Plan B. That's been and gone, hasn't it?
Yes, yeah, that was brilliant. Loved it.
Because he's had a pretty good 2010,
yeah, and
hasn't he?
he's just a great person to be around because he doesn't compromise for anyone, and that's why I love him as an artist. I think he's brilliant, and all his videos, and he was really good as well. He was really respectful and helped me out and sort of thing because I was kind of, me and his backing singers were like the only girls, and there were so many people there. So yeah, he was really good.
So were they your first big proper gigs, were they, in front of
Yeah, well, I'd done 3 dates with Hertz before that, who were great, and I'm going
They've
back.
been in here before.
Yeah, I'm going back on tour with them around Europe next month. But when the Plan B gigs were like 5,000 capacity in London and then 3,000 everywhere else, so that was quite mad. But Manchester was a brilliant gig.
That sounds quite scary.
Yeah, it was fairly scary, but it's good because it's like, especially going in, and it's quite a different genre to my music, and it makes you just work a lot harder and makes you like fight for it, which I think you should do. You should push your boundaries a bit.
And Jay-Z's a fan, isn't he? And also Jarvis Cocker, is that right?
Well, Jarvis Cocker, I think you can say that he was at the time, sort of thing, because he heard my voice and wrote a song and sort of gave it me, and I recorded it, and I'm definitely going to use it at some point, but just didn't want it on the album because I just wanted to kind of write all the album. But The Jay-Z thing was just because when I was getting signed, the label were trying to impress me or whatever. So in the American label, and they brought me to his restaurant. And then he kind of walked in, they were like, oh, it's Jay-Z. And I was just like, nah, it's just a lookalike or something. But then he came over and started talking. And I was like, oh my God, it's Jay-Z. Because everybody knows his voice, you know? And then, and then he just gave us all a few drinks and stuff. So that was cool.
What do you call him?
People ask me this, and I'm like, I didn't even say his name. I think I was just like staring.
Is he no, it's not P. Diddy's Sean, isn't it? What's his real name?
Yeah.
I can't think what his real name is, actually.
It's, is it Jay? No, it's just...
Mr. Z.
Yeah. Somebody knows and they're like, it's this, you idiot.
Fantastic. So what about the year ahead then? Where do you envisage yourself being when the Sound of 2012 list comes out? Where would you like to be?
I'd really like to be on tour, like around... I have my own tour, headline tour around like UK and Ireland, Scotland, Wales.
Fantastic.
You know, that's what I'd really like to do.
Well, I'm sure you're going to make it big in 2011, as everyone says.
Oh, I'd really like that, yeah.
And go and watch a video on the website and introduce the single now. We'll play it on Real Radio.
Okay, this is my next single. This is called The Last Dance.
Fantastic. Lovely.